So today we're talking about amplifying your business using the Megaphone platform. It's one of my very favorite topics to train on because there's so much that's available inside this one streamlined platform, and you can do so much for your business right inside of Megaphone. So what we'll be covering today is the different marketing tools that are part of the Megaphone platform. You have your advertising tools, your digital marketing tools, your print tools. All of these are available in this one place, making it really convenient for you and your marketing efforts for your business. Then we'll actually walk through Megaphone to understand your different options, and I'll really focus on the different workflows. So going from a very beginning user to the Megaphone platform, what do you need to do to get set up inside the platform, to a more advanced user using different content templates, different advertising strategies, and looking at what those different workflows might look like. So just to start, let's just talk about Megaphone in general. Megaphone is an integrated platform. Everything is consolidated in this one powerful yet really easy to use platform. This tool is available for everyone who's on this call. And the reason that we started the Megaphone platform was because as a real estate agent, as someone in the real estate sphere, you have many different marketing and advertising goals. Those could be goals for advertising your listing. They could be goals for social media, brand awareness, brand management. And with all of those individual goals, there are so many vendors out there that you can go through to accomplish these goals. And ultimately, you'll be posting a lot of this material online, whether it be through social sites, through email, or even print marketing materials. So we wanted to simplify this process of marketing and advertising for your business. And that's why we started Megaphone. Our goal with Megaphone is to help you amplify your business. That's where the term megaphone comes from. We want you to be able to shout your brand from the rooftops. And Megaphone allows you to do that because it's easy to use. There's a lot of automation inside the system, which is going to take some of the heavy lifting off your back. And the platform is simple, mobile friendly, so you can use it on the go as well. Our goal is to make this your one-stop shop for your personal brand or for promoting a listing. That gets us into what exactly does Megaphone do? Well, there's three main functions of the Megaphone platform. The first is to create marketing materials. This can be custom. You can use the templates that are inside the system. It all just depends on your goals and your bandwidth. Next, the goal is to post your listings on social media. We know that consumers are going to social media sites more than any other type of websites and spending more time on social media than anywhere else online. So we want to make sure that we built this platform to help position your listings on those social sites where consumers are spending so much of their time. That can include Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, Google, and I'll show you how you can promote your listings across these various sites using both advertising and social posts. And then finally, you can run online ad campaigns. There's two different ad campaigns you can run, social ads as well as web ads. And there are some nuances and business use cases for both of those ad types. Now, when it comes to creating these marketing materials, publishing to social media sites, and using these ad campaigns, you have many different templated options, which are going to make it easy for you to create and share. If you don't want to take the time to build out your own content, you don't need to with the Megaphone platform. It's all integrated and created there for you, ready for you to post and share. When you're publishing to your social media accounts, it's simple to automate this process. So I'll walk you through the social media automation. It's one of my favorite aspects of the Megaphone platform. And then finally, running your ad campaigns and measuring your efforts. You want to make sure that anytime you're running an ad, you're keeping tabs on how that ad is performing compared to other ads you've posted, the site where that ad is receiving the most attention. Oh, are we able to hear okay? I see someone is saying they can't hear. Okay, great. All right, then next we'll jump into how to use the Megaphone platform. I said that Megaphone is simple to use, and now it's time for me to prove that to you. When you log into Megaphone, right from the dashboard, the first screen that you're going to see in the platform gives you three options for workflows. The first option is for you to promote a listing. Now, there's various ways to promote a listing inside of Megaphone, and we'll walk through each of these ways, but that's your first option. Your listings are going to be pulled over into the platform, making it easy for you to create and share, whether that's digital content, printable marketing, or advertising online. Your second option is to create a custom ad. Now, this is one place inside the Megaphone platform that sometimes people don't always fully utilize because they don't know what's available and what the use case for this might be. We know that it's not just listings that you need to promote. You might want to promote yourself as an agent. You might want to promote your website. And creating a custom ad will allow you to advertise for any business use case. Because when you go to create a custom ad, you upload the artwork for that ad. So you can then advertise for any type of business use that you might have. You can link off to your homepage of your website or any specific page of your website, generating awareness, driving traffic to where you need that for your business. And then finally, you can use content templates. This is a brand new feature inside of Megaphone, the ability to create digital and print marketing collateral for your business. So you're able to create, download, share, or print all through the Megaphone platform and using these templated designs that are available for you. So let's start with this first case, promoting a listing. As I mentioned, when you promote a listing, your listings are going to be pulled into this listings tab inside of Megaphone. These are pulled over automatically, and all of your marketing options will live inside of this listing space. So you'll see a list of all of your listings. You can click into any individual listing to see the different options that are available, and that will include social, web, as well as print assets. Then we have the Megaphone content templates. I'm going to take a little bit more time here inside of our slides just to cover what's available, because I think this might be an area that people may not have explored just yet. So inside of the content template section, you'll be able to create marketing materials for your listing as well as your business needs. This tool provides templated options, so there's no need for you to be a graphic designer. You can download projects from here and use them digitally or print them on your own, or you can order the prints directly from Megaphone. The choice there is completely up to you. With addition to the content templates in Megaphone, you also have the best parts of Design Center that have moved into Megaphone to give you this more streamlined workflow. So again, giving you a one-stop shop, one place for you to be able to visit and use all of these different marketing tools. Using content templates within Megaphone, you can create print and digital marketing materials using these easy to use templates. With the listing automation feature, you automatically get a generated marketing material packet for all of your listings, which can save you a lot of time when it comes to creating these marketing materials on your own, or even going through and finding and creating them inside of the content template section. It's all streamlined with this automation feature. In terms of what is available inside of the Megaphone content templates, you have two sides to the platform, your digital features as well as your print features. So inside of the print templates, you have postcards, brochures, flyers, any of that traditional print marketing that you're used to and maybe went to Design Center for in the past have now been pulled over into Megaphone. On the digital side, you'll find things like e-postcards, digital flyers, social posts that you can create and share on social media. So lots of both digital and print content, and you can kind of mix and match the two as well. You could always create a print material and then use that digital file to post it on social media or to share via email. Just depends on the templates that you find the most useful, the ones that you tend to prefer. Now, for every listing that you have in the three different stages of the MLS, a new listing, an open house, or a price reduced property, you are going to receive an email at each of those stages containing your Megaphone listing package. This is an automated email. There's nothing you need to do to set this up, and it's going to contain all of the automated materials that have been created on your behalf for that listing. So this will include materials like an e-postcard, a brochure. It will also contain your advertising that you can easily share, as well as the social posts that you can easily share. So all three of those different sectors for each of your listings at each stage. And you can find this through your email, and you can also find it through the listing inside the Megaphone dashboard. Now, with this Megaphone marketing automation, you also have the choice to automatically post web ads and social posts, which are free social posts, automatically for those same three stages for each and every listing. So for example, if I have a new listing and I've set up marketing automation inside of Megaphone for my web ads and for Facebook posts, like you're seeing here on the screen, that means that as that ad has a new listing, open house, and price reduced, I'm going to post a web ad, or Megaphone will post that ad on my behalf. All I have to do is set up the automation and set the parameters for that ad. So you can let Megaphone know where you would like consumers to be directed to, the default URL destination. You can let the Megaphone know your price for the ad that you would like to cap that ad at. So you can set any price point for your ad. That ad will automatically be posted. And the same thing goes for social posts as well. So here you're seeing I have set up automation for a Facebook post, but only for an open house or a price reduction. That means this Facebook post is automatically generated on my behalf for any open houses or price reductions that I've added to a listing. Also within Megaphone, you'll find the marketing integration with Photofy. Photofy is another great way to create content. This is a really helpful integration if you plan on using the custom web ads inside of the Megaphone platform. You can use a Megaphone template inside of the Photofy app and then use that template inside of a Megaphone web ad. It will automatically carry that Photofy content over into Megaphone if you share from Photofy. So a really streamlined integration that can make it really easy to create and share content and to create those custom web ads inside of Megaphone. If you haven't gotten started with Photofy yet, and this sounds like something that you might be interested in, you can visit photofy.com/Remax-invite to get started. Make sure that you're setting up your account with that Remax specific, and all of these templates will be pulled over for you inside of the Photofy account. Now, as I mentioned, another powerful integration or a feature of the Megaphone platform is your ability to track any of the analytics for your marketing and for your ads. So here inside the dashboard, we're seeing that we have the overview of our ad performance. That's going to include leads, engagement, and awareness. Now, leads are the number of leads that come through that ad. It will depend on how you've set up the ad and the type of ad you've run, but generally a lead would have to fill out a specific form or be taken to a specific place to be considered a lead. All leads will be funneled through the Booz CRM. Next, you have engagement. Engagement is anyone who clicked on your ad, so they maybe wanted to see more information, but perhaps didn't fill out the lead form. And then awareness is how many eyeballs are on your ad, how many people were able to see that ad. You'll also see the top channels for each of these types. So your top channel for leads, your top channel for engagement, and your top channel for awareness, as well as your overall top performing ad. These statistics can be really helpful when you're first getting started with Megaphone. I always have people ask, where should I post ads? Where should I focus my energy and my dollars and my attention? Should it be on web ads? Should it be on Facebook ads? This is a great place to check for that as you start posting across different channels. See which platforms are getting the most attention in your market for your listings, because it could be different from agent to agent, depending on the sector that you're targeting. Millennials might really focus on Instagram, whereas other generations might focus more on Facebook or on the web. And it could be different depending on the type of listings that you're posting as well. So your Megaphone dashboard is going to be your key for where you should be focusing your attention and your advertising. You'll also be able to share the ad performance with your clients. So this is a great feature to show your clients how your ad is performing, how much you're promoting their listing, and how many eyeballs have seen that just from what you were able to post on Megaphone. So with that, we are going to go live into the Megaphone platform. We'll spend some time in here exploring these different workflows and showing you what is available inside of Megaphone. So here I'm in the Megaphone dashboard. You can access Megaphone through Mac Center. So from within Mac Center, you'll find and click on the Megaphone app, and then you'll be taken into your Megaphone dashboard. I know I'm in the dashboard because up here in the navigation banner, I'm highlighted on dashboard. You can also see the different sections right here from the navigation banner, so you can easily navigate around the platform. Here I see my different workflows. I can promote a listing, create a custom ad, or use content templates. It also tells me how to get started with my social accounts, so I can set up that social media automation and create posts for social media. Down here, I'm seeing my performance metrics, my leads, engagement, awareness, and my overall top performing ad. So this is a great place to check. I can see what the engagement was like on that ad, and I might want to copy the same metrics I used for this ad in future ad campaigns that I run. Seeing my top channels, and notice that they could be different for these different metrics. So my awareness top channel was the web versus my lead top channel was Instagram in this instance. And if I scroll down to the very bottom of the dashboard, I'm going to see a list of all the ads I've run inside of Megaphone. Now, even if you've never used the Megaphone platform before, you may see that you've received leads from Megaphone or you have ads listed in this section. That's because Remax posts a Facebook social ad for every new listing on your behalf. So here you'll be able to see any of those Facebook ads that have been posted on your behalf for your listings. You can also use the filter section to filter by just your active ads, only your social or web ads if you want to view specific metrics, or if you're looking for a specific ad. If you click into any of these ads, you can either click on the ad name or click view detail. You'll be taken into some more detailed metrics. So this is where you'll be able to see a preview of that ad, and then you can share the ad performance by clicking on this copy button. So all you would have to do is copy this ad performance link. You could share that out via email, via text message with your client. Let me go back to my dashboard here. All right. So now I'm going to go into the settings section. Say this is your very first time inside of the Megaphone platform. You just want to get set up and get started, making sure that you can be successful with future workflows inside Megaphone. I recommend starting here inside of your settings. Inside this settings section, you'll see the option to link your social accounts. Now, you'll want to link your social accounts if you plan on automatically posting to your different social sites or manually posting to these different social sites using Megaphone's social templates. So here you would just click on connect, and then you can connect to Facebook, Twitter, or LinkedIn. Keep in mind for Facebook, you'll be connecting a Facebook business account. And for Instagram, that's also an option, but because Instagram does not allow third parties to automatically post to their site, you don't need to connect your social account, but you can still create content for Instagram. Next, I have my listing automation section. So this is where I can set up that media automation for any of my residential listings. Here you'll see I have my web ad selected for a new listing, open house, and price reduced property. I'll see those same options for Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn as soon as I connect my account. And then for each of these, you'll also see other options if you click into the new listing, open house, or price reduced section. So for example, if I want to automatically create web ads for new listings, but not for open house or price reductions, I'm going to only select new listing, and then I'm going to click on new listing to set my parameters for that automated web ad. Here you'll see some really pared down options for your web ad. So there's not as many things to go in and edit and change as you would if you were posting a web ad manually. So you'll just set a distance from the listing. I can set this as a radius. I can put in a custom distance. The minimum distance will be 15 miles. It's because of some web targeting laws. I can put in 25 miles or any distance of my choosing. Then I'll scroll down and I'll say, what is my maximum spend? What's the maximum amount I want Megaphone to spend on this new listing ad? Can choose from the selections or put in any custom amount. Your minimum amount is $10. Megaphone is then going to use those advertising dollars to get the most exposure possible for your ad. It will be different from ad to ad, from different geographic locations. It will differ on how long the ad runs, how many different sites the ad is shown on, and how many eyeballs that ad might receive. But keep in mind, Megaphone is always working with our partners to get the most possible exposure and the best ad spend for your dollars. Here I have my saved payment method. So all I have to do is agree to pay and then click on save, and these web ads will be automatically posted on my behalf. And I could do the same thing for a Facebook, Twitter, or LinkedIn post. Now, if I'm automatically posting web ads, I want to make sure that I've updated my web ad wallet. Inside of my web ad wallet, I'll be able to set up a credit card so that that money is automatically pulling from my wallet. So here I can add funds to my wallet. I can view my payment history, my ad cost history, and I can add my payment method. Here I have a payment method added. I can remove that and add another payment method if needed. I want to make sure that I have an available balance inside of my wallet if I'm running these automated web ads. The automated web ads will only pull from your web ad wallet. It won't pull directly from a linked credit card. So make sure that you're going in here periodically to ensure you have enough available balance inside of your web ad wallet if you choose to utilize the automated web ads. And then finally, you have your notification section. I mentioned that listing packet that's automated for any new listings, any new open houses, or price reductions. You will receive this by default. All of these options will be checked, so you'll be receiving these by email. If you don't like to advertise for price reductions, for example, you don't want to receive that notification email, you would simply deselect that option and you wouldn't be receiving an email for only that specific type of packet. But your new listing packet, as soon as that's ready, an email will be automatically generated. Then you have your wallet section. You can set your selections for notifications in your wallet and your ad section for ad notifications. So now we're all set up inside of our settings. And I'm going to go back to my dashboard. So now that I've set up my settings, and just a reminder, if you have questions, please direct those to the Q&A box, and I'll try to get to those questions at the end. It's a lot harder for me to track inside the chat if there are specific questions to address, but the Q&A is a great spot for that, and we'll host that Q&A at the very end. So now that I'm all set up inside my settings, my next workflow I'm going to walk you through will be promoting a listing. It's one of the main functions of the Megaphone platform is to help you promote your listings. And you can see your options by clicking here on the Promote a Listing section. Once I click on Promote a Listing, I see this entire list of all of the listings that I've created. So I'm going to find a listing that I'd like to promote. And then I'm seeing my listing packet. Now, keep in mind, this listing packet is going to look the same as the email that you receive. So if this is a new listing and I have this listing packet with my printed materials, free social posts, and digital listing ads, I can access this right through the dashboard, through the listing itself, or through the email that I will receive. I'm going to show you in an agent account because we'll be able to see a little bit more information there with her linked accounts. I'm going to select promote a listing again. And then notice how she has social ad checked for any of her new listings. That's because of that automated Facebook ad that was posted on her behalf for these new listings. So we see that for all of these listings, she has a social ad that's already been posted, and that took no additional effort on her part. So I click on a listing, and here I see her listing packet. If I want to use these printed materials, which include the jumbo postcard, brochure, and flyer, these are just a couple templates to help get you started with printed materials. We'll dive into far more templates that are available inside the content templates section, but these are here created for you right inside your listing packet to get you started. So I click on start and see all of the details of this jumbo postcard. I can either download the PDF or order a print right from this screen. So a really easy workflow to get you started with these printed materials. You also have those options for your brochure and your flyer. Now, these are automatically created and they are not editable, but there are ways to edit pre-created templates inside of the content templates section, which we'll get to in just a bit. Now, because she doesn't have a Facebook account, Twitter account, or LinkedIn account connected, you won't see the option to start. As soon as you go through your settings and connect those social accounts, here you'll be able to click start, and right from the Megaphone dashboard, you'll be able to post to your social media. Now, if you had set up social media automation, this eliminates this step entirely. You would have already posted to those social sites for your new listing, open house, or price reduction as you had established those settings inside of your settings section for your social accounts. But for Instagram, as I mentioned, we can't automate those posts. That's because of Instagram's rules. So instead, she can click on start. And we have two different options for Instagram, both an Instagram post as well as an Instagram story. So this will pull this information from her MLS. She can download, and then she can send these to herself, knowing that most people use Instagram from their mobile device. You can send these templates right to your mobile device if you happen to be working on your desktop, and then you'll be able to access those on your phone so you can easily post to Instagram. And then finally, you have your digital listing ads section. So you have your digital listing ads templated for the web and for social. So I'm going to walk us through these two options for web and social ads in just a moment. But before I do so, I just want to show the rest of the listing packet here. You can build a custom video on Remax Hustle, start a new project on your content templates, and then you'll be able to see the history for any ads or posts that you've created through Megaphone. So for this social ad, it was created on Facebook on her behalf, and it received 422 views and 36 clicks. I can click on View Post to see exactly what that social ad looked like. Down here, I have the Facebook post as well. That received 0 shares and 0 likes. It could be because of her Facebook presence. It could be because of the people following her who weren't interested in this content, but you will see how many people shared and liked your post here as well. I always recommend going in and promoting that content on Facebook. Go ahead and like the post first, add a comment, add a question to that post, try to get some more attention to any of the social posts that you create. Now, before we go any further, sometimes there's a little bit of confusion about the difference between social ads versus social posts. So I just want to make sure I address the differences here. When we talk about any kind of posts, and these are the free posts that you're creating for Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, this is what we call organic social reach. Now, organic social reach means that it's just that, it's organic. The people who already follow and engage with you on your social media channels. Organic social reach is unpaid because it's just posted there by you. Anyone who chooses to engage with that post are typically people who either follow you or who access the post through someone who follows you reposting, for example. So let's say that I have a Facebook post that I use for a new listing. I put that on my Facebook page. I have 3 people like that, but the seller also follows me on Facebook. So they go ahead and repost my Facebook post with their listing. And on their page, they get 6 comments and 4 likes. Then one of their friends maybe reposts because they're a neighbor who lives in the neighborhood. They love the neighborhood. They want to share their neighbor's listing. So all of this is the choice of the consumer. They're choosing who they're putting this post in front of, and they're choosing who they follow on these social channels, choosing if they want to like or comment on that post. So it's all organic. It's by the people who follow you on social media. The more followers you have on social media, the more you promote your social media posts, the more likely you are to receive engagement on that post. Now, a social ad is paid because it's doing some of this work for you. A social ad is taking your content and putting it in front of the audience who might be the most likely to engage with that type of post. So if I'm an Instagram user and I also frequent real estate sites, I might be more likely to see a post in my area of a new RE/MAX listing. Now, these are paid because it is paid advertising in front of the people who want to see it, not necessarily just the people who follow you. So just a little bit about the difference between posts versus ads. So now that we've gone through that, let's actually go ahead and start building an ad. I'm going to start with web ads since we've covered that briefly already. So to get started, I just click on Start right here from the listing packet. And because my goal is to promote a listing, this is going to be templated for me with my listing information. I can choose the tag, and then I can change the image. I can select from any of the other images that were uploaded in the MLS for this listing. And then I'll click Continue. I can name my ad. You might want to use the property address. And where would you like people to go when they click on your ad? Notice this person has defaulted to their website homepage. You can change that to a specific page of your website if you'd like to. And then you get into your platform targeting. Now, platform targeting is a great way to target users online. Again, thinking about the people who this post would be most relevant to. So I saw that this property had a beautiful garden surrounding the property, really nice landscaping. So I want to make sure that I'm targeting to home and garden sites. Those might be the people most interested in a listing like this. I can also target to real estate websites. And then think about any additional categories you might like to add. So this is close to a baseball stadium. So I could click on baseball, for example. You can scroll through the different options. If it's near a golf course, you could select golf. You can add up to 5 categories, but keep in mind, the more categories that you add for your ad, you're going to be increasing the dollar spend, the minimum dollar spend for this ad. So the more specific you get, the more platforms that you add, it will continuously increase the dollar amount. If you want to keep the ad basic, just go with 1 or 2 platform targeting sites. Then I'll click on Continue. Now I'm in my location targeting. So let's say that this is in Charlotte, North Carolina. Type in Charlotte, North Carolina. Now I'll be targeting inside of Charlotte. I can go in and add additional locations as well. So say I also want to target to Davidson, North Carolina. Getting a little finicky. There we go. And now I see these 2 different pins on the map. Now, if I've typed in a location, I'll need to continue typing in locations, but your other option is to select a pin on the map. So let's say I want to target to just outside of Charlotte. I can select this map location It will automatically set this 15-mile radius, and then I can select nearby areas as well. You can change the radius, and it will change on the map for you. So you can start to get really specific in exactly where you want to place this. You can also put in more specific addresses inside of this search bar as well. Keep in mind, just like platform targeting, the more locations you add, the more you expand the radius, the more you're going to be increasing the minimum dollar spend for these ads. So now I finish, and I'm going to go to my summary and pay screen. Your first option for the ad run period is just to optimize based on your budget. So Megaphone is going to do that work for you, making sure your ad gets in front of the best audience at the right time, or you can manually schedule. The best use case for this is probably something like an open house or a specific event that runs during a certain period of time. So if I had an open house next Saturday, for example, I could set this to a few days before. Keep in mind, it can take up to 48 hours. So I might want to set this to, let's say, the Sunday before, and I want to end on that Saturday, the day of my open house. I want to stop running that ad. So that's one use case for when you might want to manually schedule. And then you'll set your funding for your ad. It gives you 3 options for different visibility. It'll give you approximations for the number of days and the number of eyeballs that's likely to receive, or you can put in any other amount of your choosing. So if you have a specific amount you want to spend on an ad, you can do that here. I have to add money to my wallet because I don't have any money in my wallet currently. So it will make me add money to my wallet before I'm able to submit and pay for this ad. See a final preview, the URL, so I can review all of this information here. So that's creating a web ad. And that's your first option for promoting a listing through digital listing ads. Your second option will be through social ads. Now, I'm going to get to my social ad just by clicking on Start. I'm back inside of my listing packet. You can also do this from an email as well. One of the advantages of using social ads through Megaphone is posting an ad to Facebook through Facebook ads is a really tedious process. It takes you through a lot of steps. You have to know a lot about exactly the audience you're looking to target in order to post there. Doing so through Megaphone, we take some of that legwork out for you. And we also try to work with these partnerships to do a better job of using your ad dollars. So your ad dollars are likely to go further if you post through Megaphone than if you were to post an ad on Facebook on your own, for example. So here I'm inside of the Megaphone social ad platform. These are your 4 options for posting social ads. You have Google, Facebook, Instagram, and Waze, and it will give you a little description of each. So for example, Instagram, it tells you it's a great way to engage millennials. Then I can go down and pick my listing. It's going to default to that one that I selected, but I can always go in and pick a different listing as well. And then I can edit these ads. So if you want to change the way that the ad appears on the platform, you can do that. If you want to change who it's targeted to on Google sites, you can select from different options there. And you can also select from different landing pages for your leads. Those different lead landing pages will have different options like your lead maximizer, trying to get the maximum number of leads, or trying to get more qualified leads by selecting the qualified lead form, which will ask leads to fill out some additional information before becoming a lead. So something to keep in mind, you can go in and edit these ads and customize them to meet your specific business use case. When I'm done with that, I can either click continue or just continue to scroll down the page, and I will get to this campaign budget section. If you're not sure where to start, these budget guidance and network comparisons give you a really good high-level overview of what these different networks provide, why you might want to post to these different networks. And inside the budget guidance, you have 3 different options: a starter pack, a top producer pack, or a growth pack. So if you're just getting started, you want to dip your toes in the water, this growth pack might be a good place to start. It's just going to slide these for you automatically. If you're also interested in using Instagram, for example, I can slide that bar up as well. If there are any of these platforms you don't want to use, all you have to do is zero out the budget on that platform and your ad will not be posted to that platform at all. Keep in mind, from your ad details page, you can always go in and edit your ad. You can change the budget for your ad. You can add more budget or add additional platforms, depending on how your ad's performing or your needs for that specific listing. So now I'm going to click on continue and it will take me down to place my order. You can complete a single purchase or subscribe and save. This is similar to the automation for web ads, but it's automating for your social ads. This is run by our partner HomeSnap, who runs the social ad side of the platform. So for more details from HomeSnap on this service, you can click on the details here. Once you've connected a credit card, you can select place order and your order will be posted for your social ad. All right, I'm going to jump back to the Megaphone dashboard. So we covered everything inside of the listing packet. Now we're going to go back to our dashboard and we're going to go to this content templates section. You can also access this through the content tab. So you'll see we're taken to the same screen. So this might be a workflow if you've been using Megaphone for a while, you've set up your automation to social and web ads, and you want to start using more of the print assets that are available or creating some of your own digital assets as well. I'm going to go into this Use Content Template section. And then here up at the top, I have a lot of different options for different types of content or different workflows I might be creating. So this one shows all of my different listings. I have the option to market my listings, and I'm going to see a list of my listings here. This one only has one, but if you have more than one listing, you'll see a list of those here. Or you can go into the content section to see all of your different content options. Here you'll see your options for print, the custom desk. So this is if you're looking for a little bit more help with your marketing, you can go through the design concierge and set up that service. And they can complete some of this design work on your behalf. There are minimum prices involved in all of that. It is a paid service, but it's a great option if you are interested. And then you have your digital section, which will include things like e-postcards, social posts. You can manage campaigns, and then this other section here. So to start, let's go into the digital section, because I know that's something that was mentioned that agents in your office might be interested in. Here you have your different social posts. Down along this side, you have some different business use cases for these social posts. So you can scroll through the options to see your social posts, or you can search by business use case. So let's say I want to promote myself as an agent. Could use one of these posts, and all I have to do is click on order. Now here it'll pull over my contact information. I want to create a name for this. I'll say personal promo for March and click continue. Now here I can either select a listing or I can skip to the photo select. So that's going to depend on your business use case. If you're promoting a listing through a social post, you can click on that listing and select the photos, or you can skip to the photo select and upload a photo of your own by going to upload your own photos. You also have some of these galleries that should be available as well. So here you'd likely want to put in your own photo, but just for this example, I'll enter in this generic home photo. You see your contact information here. Once I'm happy with my design, I'll click continue. If you have low resolution, it will give you this warning. You can continue anyway or fix your photo. Not as big of a deal if you're posting to social media because those images tend to be smaller, but you definitely want to consider this when creating any kind of print marketing. If those have low resolution, they might not print to the quality that you're looking for. Once you've done so, it will prepare your proof for you, give you this flat image. I can preview, replace photos here if I found, yeah, that resolution just isn't quite what I was looking for. You can easily replace from this screen. You can edit the text, print the proof, or click on Get My Artwork. If this is a social post and you want to create this download, selecting Get My Artwork will send you to this download. You can either download the image right from here or email it to yourself. This is, again, a great option if you're working from a desktop, but you want to post this from your phone to social media. You can simply email this to yourself and then easily grab that image from your phone. So that's an example of creating a social post. The steps for creating any post will look exactly the same, but let's take a look at what it looks like to market your listings. So I'm going to click on Market My Listings and go to this listing here. Now, you don't need to go through Market My Listings. You'll always see that option to pull listings, pull your listing photos when you're creating content, when you're adding photos in that step, but you can go through this option, kind of streamline the process. I'm going to click on Market to get started. And then it will ask me, are we creating print or digital marketing? Let's do print this time. Going to land me on this jumbo postcard page, but keep in mind there are all of these different options here along the side. So I could create a mini postcard. And I'll see all of those different options. All right, going to select this just sold by clicking on order. Now, keep in mind, when you click order, you're not necessarily ordering prints from this step. You can always just download this asset and print it using your own vendor, or you can go through the Megaphone platform to print. You can select things like if you want to use your agent photo, your information. Make sure that you check the property description because it will pull just the first, I believe, 700 characters from that description. So you might need to edit if it cut off any sentences or if the way that it cut off doesn't make sense. If you need to include your MLS logo or your realtor logo, you can select that here. You can add a name for this order. And then click continue. Next, it'll take you into that photo uploader. Because we're marketing a listing, I can select that listing from my list, and then it's going to pull over the photos from that listing. So you can see how the photos are laid out here, and then you can click and choose how you want to include those photos in your design. So I'm going to pull those over, but now you'll see it covered up this nice promotion. So I'm just going to unassign that photo 2. Oops, that was photo 3. Here we go. Unassign image for photo 2, and then it will remove that photo. If I can find the right one. There we go. And now it looks like I like it in my image. So I'm going to click continue. Sometimes using the photos straight from the MLS is going to give you that low resolution. So if you have a folder containing those images, you may want to upload those on your own. On the back of my postcard, you can see it pulled over my agent information from my profile. You can see a preview of that image, replace any photos from this screen. And if I'm happy here, I can either download the PDF, print the proof, or click on Approve Proof, which will take me into the pricing structure. All right, so we walked through all of your different options. So I'm going to go ahead and take us back into our Q&A section here. All right, so first we had a question from Jerry. Is the ad shown on Facebook or just an ad on Remax website and partners? Jerry, that's going to depend on the type of ad that you created. If you created a web ad, we've established many partnerships with online web, different web services online. So that could be dependent on the type of platform targeting that you selected. Could be real estate sites, home and garden sites, baseball sites, any of those depending on how you targeted. If you selected the social ad, you'll be able to see exactly the platforms where that ad will be posted when you add your budget for that ad. The automated ad that's created on your behalf for social media is going to post to Facebook only, but you can always go in and edit that ad and add additional budget to post that to Instagram, Waze, or Google if you choose. So you only pay for ads, correct? That is correct, Alma. The only things that you're going to be paid services through Megaphone would be paying for your ads, or if you order prints through the Megaphone platform, you pay for those prints as well. Everything else is included inside of Megaphone. So the social posts, these content templates, these are all included for you. Yes, you won't be paying for any posts, whether it's automated or whether you go in and post that manually. This is a great question from Debbie. She asks, we historically haven't been able to create ads when our listings are in the coming soon status. So is there anything for coming soon so we can get our listings out more? That's one great way to utilize the content template section of Megaphone. You'll find some templates for coming soon content. You can also add coming soon content from that content template section, and then you could post that through social media. You could create a custom web ad in the coming soon status if that's allowed in your area. So that's one great way to utilize Megaphone for the coming soon feature. Right now, there aren't any templates or automation for coming soon properties, but you can certainly use the custom web ads or the Megaphone content templates to create coming soon content. Can you edit flyers, brochures, and postcards when you aren't in the listing package section? Melissa, I'm assuming you probably asked this when we were here inside of our listing packet, and now you've probably seen inside of this Megaphone content template section, you can create the same flyer, brochure, and postcard that you receive in your listing packet that's automated. And then you could go in, swap out the photos, swap any descriptions that you might need to, edit any of the information there. You just have to do it through the content template section if you wanted to edit any of those automated materials. And then Lindsay asks, so all the ads cost depending on the level that you advertise. Yes, that's exactly right. So unlike other services you may have used in the past where you're paying a monthly fee to use the platform, inside Megaphone, you only pay for what you use. It's one of my favorite aspects of Megaphone is that you're never wasting any advertising dollars. Every single dollar that you spend inside of Megaphone is going towards the ad that you've actually posted. So you might have some months where you have more ads, you spend more ad dollars inside Megaphone, and other months where maybe you didn't have any listings that month, you didn't choose to advertise that month, and you wouldn't have spent any money inside of Megaphone. You only pay for exactly what you use in Megaphone. Let's see, does this also apply for listings on leases for rental listings? This is only for residential listings in the MLS. So I don't believe that would apply to rental listings as well, but I can look into that, Jerry, just to make sure. And I'll get back to you if the answer is different, but I don't believe this applies to rentals. All right. Let's see, in Design Center, you can select from different graphics. Is that option available? I keep seeing where I have to upload my own graphics. So this will depend on just the option that you choose for a template. So you'll see inside of this content section, there's lots of different graphics just depending on these different templates. So here, as you start to use the Megaphone platform, you'll see your favorites listed. You can see some different trending options. And future functionality of the platform will allow you to upload things like team logos. If you're a part of a team, we're adding some team functionality to the platform as well. It would be nice to be able to market pending properties as well. Yep, so you will see that option inside of your content templates, some options for pending. If you wanted to create an ad for a pending property, you could absolutely do so through the custom web ads option. Let me just show you guys that really quick because I forgot to go through. So if I click on this, create a custom ad, It's going to be, for the most part, the same steps as using the templated ad for a listing, except for this first step. This first step is where you can upload any image or video that you'd like to use, and you can create that image or video on your own. So if you'd like to upload a coming soon template, a pending ad, all you'd have to do is create that. You could utilize Photofy for that. And then you'd upload it into this section. The most important thing to keep in mind here are going to be the image sizes. There's really specific parameters around advertising image sizes. So you'll have to make sure your image fits these size parameters. And then you could upload an ad for any business purpose. So that's where I said, you could advertise a coming soon property. You could advertise a pending property. You could just advertise yourself as an agent and the services that you provide. Anything that you'd like to add, you can do so by uploading a custom image here. All right, when do you expect the e-flyers to be ready, Martin? I'm not sure what you mean by e-flyers in that section. If you mean the content flyers here, there's print flyers. Oh, I see right here, flyers coming soon. That's probably what you mean. I'm not exactly sure what this means here, but I know that the Megaphone team is working on putting out more content inside the Megaphone platform. It's one of our main focuses right now. It's the Megaphone development team's entire focus is to add more content here and add more capabilities. So you'll be able to see a lot of things that are coming up the pipe, but also know you can use these any of these print materials. You'll also have the option to download a digital copy of those. So you can always use a print asset in the digital space if needed. All right, did you say our old designs will be moved from Megaphone to Design Center? So when building out this Megaphone content templates section, what the team did is they went into Design Center and they saw what are the designs that people use the most? What were our most downloaded, most used, most edited designs? And we took those same templates or kind of updated similar versions of those templates and moved them over into Megaphone. So you might not see every single template that was inside of Design Center, but you'll also see lots of new and updated templates, as well as some of those kind of favorites from the Design Center platform that we identified. Great, and then our last question is from Alma. I know you showed this, but where do you just create a post? So I assume you mean a social media post. So if I want to create a social media post for a listing, I can do that from inside of the listing packet. So I'll find the listing I'm looking for. And then here, all of these will say start once you've connected your account. So that will use these templates to create a social post. If you want to create a social post that has a different design from the ones that are highlighted there, you can also do so by, from the dashboard, you'd click on Use Content Templates. It's going to take you into the Megaphone Content Templates section. From the home screen, or really from any screen, if you select Content, and then this under Digital, we have this Social Posts option. And that's where I'll see all these different social post options. So once you've created the social post, you've added your photos, you've updated the text to read as you'd like it to, you'll have the option to download. You can either share directly to social from your desktop, or you can send yourself an email and then post from your mobile device. All right. Well, Jerry and others, you all are very welcome. Let me just make sure there's nothing else in the chat that I need to address. I think with that, I'm going to go ahead and stop our